Why it sucks to be born as a Goliath Birdeater. Ever wondered what it's like to be the world's largest spider? Spoiler alert, it's not as cool as it sounds. In fact, it's absolutely terrifying. And I'm not talking about for you humans ... I'm talking about for me. Imagine being born, taking your first 8-legged steps into the world, and the first thing you hear is a blood-curdling scream. That's my life. Being a Goliath Birdeater sounds like a heavy metal band name, but in reality, it just means everyone's immediate reaction is to either run for the hills or find the nearest object heavy enough to flatten a small car. And let me tell you, a shoe the size of a canoe coming at you is a sight you never forget. People see me and think, wow, a monster, but honestly, I'm a giant, hairy ball of anxiety. You think you have it bad with a little social awkwardness? Try walking into a room and having everyone simultaneously have a panic attack. I'm so on edge, a falling leaf makes me jump out of my 8-jointed skin. A loud noise, I'm pretty sure I have a tiny spider heart attack at least twice a day. My survival instincts are permanently set to abandon ship. And it's not just the external threats. My own body is a betrayal. I've got legs so hairy that I shed more than a golden retriever in springtime. My house is just ... A constant cloud of my own like hair. It's everywhere. And let's talk about my so-called ferocious defense mechanism. It sounds impressive on paper, right? Urticating hairs. Ooh, fancy. In practice, it means that when I get scared, which, as we've established, is always I flick tiny, barbed hairs from my abdomen. It's like throwing a handful of microscopic cacti at my problems. It causes a nasty, itchy rash. So, my ultimate move is to make my enemies extremely uncomfortable and itchy. It's not exactly the supervillain power you'd expect. I'm less of a monster and more of a walking, 8-legged practical joke gone wrong. Forget being a supermodel, I'm a super shedder with a personal arsenal of itch powder. It's not a glamorous life. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather, the bird in my name. The Goliath Birdeater. That name right there is the biggest marketing license fat-free cookies. My PR team really dropped the ball on this one. They overpromised and under-delivered on a colossal scale. Guess how often I actually eat birds? Almost never. It's a rare, once-in-a-blue-moon kind of event. It happened once, some guy saw it, wrote it down, and bam, I'm typecast for eternity. My diet is mostly insects, worms, and the occasional small amphibian. I'm basically on a paleo diet, but does anyone care? No, they hear Birdeater and imagine me swooping out of the sky like a furry drone to snatch parrots mid-flight. The reality is I'm usually just chilling in my burrow, hoping a tasty beetle wanders by. I'm more of a Goliath bug muncher, but that doesn't sound nearly as intimidating, does it? The pressure to live up to the name is immense. Other spiders will be like, so, how many finches did you bag this week, Goliath? And I have to awkwardly mumble something about a really juicy earthworm I found. It's embarrassing. I feel like a fraud. I'm a giant with a fearsome reputation that's built on a complete misunderstanding. I have fangs that can pierce a mouse's skull, sure, but I'd much rather be left alone to enjoy a quiet meal of crickets. The name is a curse. It sets expectations I can never, and frankly, don't want to meet. Can you imagine going through life with everyone expecting you to be a pro athlete when all you want to do is read a good book? That's me, but with birds. And oh, let's talk about my love life. Or, more accurately, my try not to get eaten life. Dating for a male Goliath Birdeater is the ultimate high-stakes game. You think ghosting is bad? Try getting eaten by your date for dessert. Seriously, the whole process is fraught with peril. First, I have to find a female, which is hard enough when you're a shy, reclusive homebody. Then, I have to approach her burrow and perform this delicate, rhythmic tapping dance to let her know I am a potential mate, and not just a 6-inch-long dinner delivery. If she's not in the mood, she might just come out and eat me. No, let's just be friends. Just ... consumption. But let's say she's interested. We do the deed, and then the real race begins. The moment we're done, I have to run for my life. Literally. There's no pillow talk, no cuddling, just a frantic, 8-legged sprint away from the female who has suddenly remembered she's hungry and I look suspiciously like a protein-packed snack. Love bites, as they say, but in my world, that's not a metaphor, it's a very real possibility. So every romantic encounter is a life or death situation. It makes it really hard to commit. My survival depends on being a good runner, not a good partner. The bachelor life isn't a choice. It's a survival strategy. So let's recap. I'm born into a world that sees me as a monster. I'm a walking anxiety attack, constantly shitting and armed with nothing but itch hairs. My name is a lie that brings me nothing but public pressure and disappointment, and my dating life is a lethal game of tag. Being the biggest spider on the planet sounds like it would come with some perks, right? Maybe a bit of respect, some prime real estate in the rainforest, but no. Instead, I'm a giant, hairy, misunderstood introvert who everyone either wants to get an autograph from or, more likely, set on fire. It's a tough gig. You see a giant spider and think nightmare fuel. I see my reflection and think, could things get any more awkward? So next time you see a picture of me, maybe give me a little sympathy. It's not easy being this big, this hairy, and this utterly terrified of everything, including my own love life. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the not-so-glamorous life of a Goliath Birdeater. If you found this surprisingly relatable or just enjoyed the peek behind the curtain, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more misunderstood creature chronicles. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.